So change 120 minutes to hours, please, brother. Nice and simple.
It's the 2 hours.
It's D, 2 hours, correct? Yeah, well done. And change 4 hours to minutes.
240 minutes.
Yep, 240 minutes is ill. Bogo, I'm going to come back to you later with a few harder questions as well, okay? Thank you. And let's go to Rachel quickly.
Hi.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi.
So, how are you doing? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Very good. So, work out the difference in minutes between 55 minutes and 1 hour and 3/4 of an hour. Well, 1 3/4 of an hour. So, first of all, what's 1 3/4 of an hour?
Is it 1 hour 45 minutes?
Yeah, it's 1 hour and 45 minutes, which is fine, which is good. And now we just need to make sure that we kind of work out what 1 hour and 45 minutes is.
Oh,
So if you kind of turn it into minutes
is
completely,
it 105 minutes?
so 60 minutes and 45 minutes, is that what you said? Let's work it out. So 5, 10,
Yeah,
105.
105.
Correct, well done. So the difference between 105 minutes and 55 minutes. Excuse me. Take your time, you can do the working out on the side.
Is it 50 minutes?
50 minutes, let me just work this out. Try one more time.
Okay.
You said 55 minutes, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Did you say 55 minutes before?
No, I said 50 at first.
Did you say 50 at first? Okay, fine.
Yeah.
50 minutes it is, yes, that's fine. You kind of cut out there a little bit, so I couldn't quite hear you, but I felt like you had said 55, but that's 50 minutes is correct. Good girl, well
Yeah.
done. All right, thank you, Rachel. I'll come back to you later. Let's go to Eliora for the next one. Hi, Eliora. How you been?
I'm good.
Very good, well done. So, Eliora, you know, with these type of questions, elapsed timing, you can't always do simple subtraction or addition type of questions because they always go up and down in hours and minutes. But this particular question says, work out the difference in minutes between 2 hours and 25 minutes and 1.5 hours. So, I mean, everybody has their own way of doing it, but you do some working out, take your time. You can either do it in hours and minutes, or you can turn both of them into minutes and then decide what the difference is. But I'll let you take out a few seconds and minutes just to work that out first. While you're working that out, a lot of students, what they do is they use a timeline, like this timeline here that you can see on the table. So timeline kind of helps. This is one way that you could use. Or you could just break it down, the question, like I did before with Rachel. So one on top of the other, and that way you can just count in minutes. Probably go up in 5 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever you find easier that way. There's no right or wrong answer, or the way it works, sorry, no right or wrong method. But so long as you get to the answer easily, that's the main thing.
Is it D?
55 minutes?
Yeah.
Good. How did you work that out?
You turn the hours and minutes. You turn the hours into minutes, and then you add like 120 minutes plus 25. And then you do the same thing with the other one, and then you get your results, and then you subtract them.
Good. Well done, Leora. Good explanation there. Good girl. Thank you for that. Come back to you in a little while. And we've got a long question now. Let's get Aman to read this long question for us. Good at reading.
So you want me to read it?
Yes, please.
It's gone. Okay. Haley left her home at 10:40 a.m. She walked from her home to the shop. It took her 14 minutes to walk to the shop. Haley was at the shop for 10 minutes. Then Haley walked from the shop to her friend's house. It took Haley 22 minutes to walk to her friend's house. What time did Haley arrive at her friend's house? Choose the correct option.
Good. So just break this question down for us nicely and slowly, Aman. There's no rush. Take your time.
Okay, so what you have to do is you have to add 14 minutes to 10:40, which would bring you to 10:54 when she arrives at the shop. So then you have to add an additional 10 minutes for how long she was at the shop, which would bring you to 11:04. And then when she walks to her friend's house, it took her 20 minutes. So you have to add 22 minutes to 11:04, which would be 11:26 a.m., which would be A.
That was very quick, Aman. You always look like you're in a bit of a race to get things finished quickly. Huh? Very good. Very well worked out, by the way. Very quick as well. Okay, while you're at it, just do this one as well, please, Aman.
Okay, a film starts at 7:45 p.m. The film lasts 98 minutes. What time does it finish? So what I do is I'd first take an hour away from those 98 minutes, which would be 60 minutes, which would bring you to 8:45.
Mm-hmm.
And that would leave 38 minutes left. So then I'd add 15 minutes to 8:45, which would bring me to 9 o'clock. So then 38 minus 15 would be 23. So then I add that to 9 o'clock, which would be 9:23, which is D.
Let's just see if you're right. So that is right. You're working out. Your breakdown is 100% correct there, which gives us 98 minutes, and add 98 minutes onto 7:45, and that does give us 9:23 indeed. Well done. It's good working out. Thank you, Aman. Okay, let's go to the next question. Let's get Ibrahim to solve this one for us.
So,
Hi, Ibrahim. Hi there.
Yeah, good.
Yes, please read the question for us, please. Thanks.
Right. Natalie drives from London to Sheffield. Natalie leaves London at 9:15 a.m. Natalie drives for 2.25 hours before stopping for a break. The break lasts for 20 minutes. Natalie then takes another 85 minutes to reach Sheffield. What time does Natalie arrive in Sheffield? Choose the correct option.
Let's start with 9:15, maybe.
Yeah. So if she leaves at 9:15 and drives for 2.25 hours, well, 9:15 plus 2 hours is 11:15, and then another quarter would be 11:30. And then when you add the 20 minutes break, it becomes 11:50 a.m. And then the 85 minutes can be divided into 60 minutes and 25 minutes. So 11:50 plus 60, an hour, would become 12:50 p.m. Sorry. And then adding the 25 minutes, it would become 13. 13:15.
Which is 1:15 p.m. Correct? Good working out. Well done. So we're looking at 1:15 here. That's good. Okay, let's go to Lubaba for this one. Hi, Lubaba.
Hi.
Are you right?
Yeah.
Good girl. Just read the question, please, Lubaba.
The train leaves London St. Pancras at 6:18. How many minutes should it take to reach Paris? Use a train timetable showing below and choose the correct option.
So train leaves, yeah, let me just put this up for you a little bit. So train leaves St. Pancras at 6:18. So I'll just highlight this for you, okay? 6:18.
Is it
you need to get to, where do you need to get to?
Paris.
Paris, which is just there. All right. So
Is
just
it 3?
how would you work that out?
So you have to calculate how much time it takes to sit from 6:18 to 7 o'clock, then
Okay.
7 o'clock to 8,
Yeah.
7 to 8, then 8 to 9, and then add on the 47 minutes.
Yeah. Sure. Let's just do this together to make sure everybody else understands. Well, so 6:18 to 7 o'clock. How many minutes will that be, Baba?
6:18 to 7 o'clock would be 42.
Okay. And from 7 to 9, how many minutes will it be?
180. No, 120.
Okay. And from 9 to 9:47.
47 minutes.
Very good. Well done. And if you were to add them up, what will that give you?
209.
Good working out there, Baba. So 209 minutes will be our total there. Good. Thank you very much, Baba. Let's go to Dan for the next one. Hello, Dan. Just read the question for us.
What is the difference in minutes between the time it takes for the 0540 train and 0618 train from St. Pancras to reach Paris? Use a train timetable showing below and choose the correct option.
Yeah, so what is the difference in takes for the 540 from St. Pancras, which is here, and the 618 train from St. Pancras, which is there, and they both have to get to Paris. And
So,
you just find the difference between the two different times. Go ahead.
so it takes 3 hours and 37 minutes to
Mhm.
get to Paris from London, St. Pancras.
Mhm. Which one is that? First train or second one?
First train.
First train. So 540 to 917, right? So let's work this out. Let's break it down. So 540,
Mhm.
how would you do it? 2,
So I added 20 minutes.
yeah, okay, to 6, 20 minutes, yeah.
Then I added 20 minutes to 6. That
Yeah.
takes to 6 o'clock.
Mhm.
I mean, to, 6 o'clock.
Mhm.
Then half an hour will take us to 9. Then add 17 minutes. And
So
that
hold on a second. From 6 to 9, how many hours?
6 to 9, 3 hours.
3 hours. How many minutes is that?
180.
Good lad. 180. Okay. And then from 9 o'clock to 9:17.
17 minutes. So it's 217.
So you're saying it's 217?
317.
Okay. So that's the first train. Let's do the second one. So the second one is going to be from 6:18
Mhm.
to 7. How many minutes?
It is 42.
Yeah.
And then 7 till 9 is 2 hours,
How many minutes?
120.
Yeah.
Then 9 to 9:47 is 47 minutes.
Yeah. Good.
So 120 plus 42 is 160. 2 plus 7 is 9. 4 plus 2 plus 4 is 8. And then 1 would be
Yeah.
189 minutes.
209 minutes, I make it. For the second one, just double check that. I could be wrong.
Oh yeah, it's 109.
209 minutes. Okay, so what is the difference in minutes between the two? So
Uh,
now we're taking 209 minutes away from 307.
A.
8 minutes?
Yeah.
So this one? Okay, well done. Good, thank you very much, Dan. Let's go to Danielle for the next one. Hello, Danny.
Hello.
Hi there. So with this one, Danny, we're looking at the next question. So just read the question for us.
Georgie lives in Ashford. She has to get to a meeting in Paris for 10:30. What is the time for the latest train she can get from Ashford? Use the train timetable showing below and choose the correct option.
So Georgie lived in Ashford. Ashford is in Kent. She has to get to a meeting in Paris for 10:30. And what is the time for the latest train that she can get from Ashford to get to Paris by 10:30, by the way? So we have a few options here. So she needs to get from Ashford to Paris for before 10:30. She has to get there for before 10:30. What is the time for the latest train? In other words, the later train, the latest train, not the earliest, the latest train that she can get there for 10:30 easily.
The 6:55.
Yeah. So we're looking at the train for the latest, right? So that's it, 6:55, because there's no train here, and there's no train there, and this one is an earlier train, so 6:55 is the correct answer. That's good. And let's do, thank you, Danny. I'll come back to you later. Let's go to Fatima for this one. Fatima, are you there? Can you hear me? Okay, just exit and come back again into class. It should be working, I think. Let's go to Eliora for the next one.
Hi.
Eliora, just read the question.
A bus leaves Woolwich at 7:24. Use the bus timetable showing below to find out how many minutes this bus takes to reach Bluewater. Then choose the correct option.
Okay, so Woolwich, 7:24. Let's mark this for you so it makes it easier for you to read. Let me just enlarge this timetable. So 7:24 Woolwich, and where do you need to go to, Eliora?
Bluewater.
Bluewater Shopping Centre. Good. And now you need to find out how many minutes this bus takes to get from Woolwich 7:24 all the way to Bluewater Shopping Centre at 8:37. Take your time with the working out.
Is it 73? 73 minutes.
Say that again.
73 minutes.
Let's see if you're right. How did you work this out?
I got 7:24 to 8 o'clock, which was 36 minutes. think.
Okay, yeah.
And then you added the other 37 minutes.
37 minutes. Let's just add that up. 70, yeah, so 73 is right. Good. Elapsed time was 73 minutes altogether for that one. Thank you, Elira, for this one. Let's go for the next question. Bogo, let's go to Bogo for this one.
Okay, Jeff needs to get to Bexley have to do water from Bexley have to do water to start work at 9 a.m. It takes Jeff 12 minutes to walk from his house to the bus stop in Bexley Have. It takes Jeff 8 minutes to walk from the bus station in Bluewater to his work. The latest time Jeff can leave his house to get to his work. Use the time shown below to choose the correct option.
Okay, so Jeff needs to get from Bexley Heath to Bluewater to start work at 9 a.m. It takes Jeff 12 minutes to walk from his house to the bus stop in Bexley Heath. It takes Jeff 8 minutes to walk from the bus station to Bluewater to his work. What is the latest time? Okay, so go backwards here a second, Pogo. So you see those 12-minute walk from his house to the bus stop, and it takes him 8 minutes to walk from the bus station to Bluewater. But we need to kind of determine what the best time is that he actually leaves home to get to work for 9 a.m. So we're looking at Bexley Heath to Bluewater. So let me just show you this timetable very quickly. Okay, can you see those two there?
Yeah.
I'm just going to get rid of that again because I'm just going to decrease the size of this. So just add up these two times the 12 minutes and 8 minutes.
That's 20 minutes.
Okay. So it takes him 12 minutes to walk from his house to a bus stop. So, and then you've got 8 minutes to get from the bus station to Bluewater. So you need to factor those in as well when you decide which time that you're actually going to go for. So because you've got some options there, try 7:57 and see if you were to leave at 7:57 and it takes 12 minutes to walk from his house, what time will it be? 7:57 at 12 minutes.
That would be like 8 or 9.
What did you say? Sorry, I didn't quite catch you there.
I think it could be 8 or 9 if you add 12 minutes.
Okay, let's say it's 8:09 a.m. Okay, so which bus is he going to take then if he gets there at this bus station at 8:09?
The bus at the third time.
This one? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say he gets at Bluewater at 8:45. Now it takes him 8 minutes to get to his office. So what time will that be then? What time will he get there?
8:53.
8:53. Okay, so you could make it then, can't you? It's a tight one, but it can be done. So in this case, we can go for your working out that you did before. We can go for 7:57 as our answer here as well, because they're very close and it has to be one of them. So it can be either. You've got 2 options here that could be right, or 3 options that can be right there as well. But for this question, a lot of working out is required. All right, so well done. Thank you, Bogo. Let's go to Aman again for this one.
Hello.
Hi, Aman.
Hello. So the train leaves London Marylebone at 2:40. What time does it arrive in Birmingham Moor Street? Use the train timetable shown below and choose the correct option.
Have you ever been on a train to Marylebone?
No, I don't think so.
Never? Okay, so you know when you take the train, so I'm sure we did this topic in a few months ago. Some of you who were actually doing some lessons with me a few months ago, and I was telling you about this because I think Ibrahim, you were in the lesson, a couple more of you were in the lesson as well. But you know, if you go from High Wycombe directly into central London, the train line stops at Marylebone, which is central London. And if you were to go from here directly to Birmingham, the train will stop at Birmingham Moor Street Station. So High Wycombe is placed in one of those central locations. We're so lucky that we could be in Birmingham within like just over an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and a half, if it was a direct train. Or we could go into Marylebone, central London from High Wycombe, directly on the train. It will take us, what, 35 minutes? Anyway, enough of the geography. Let's just answer this question. So a train leaves London Marylebone at 2:20. What time does it arrive at Birmingham Moor Street Station? So it leaves London Marylebone at 2:40.
Yeah, so the answer would be 4:32 p.m.
4:32 p.m. Very straightforward. Yes, good. Well done. Okay, well done, Aman. Thank you for this. Thank you. Let's try Fatma. Let's see if mic's working now. Fatma, is it working? Hi, you right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, that's good. It's working now. Do you think you're able to read the question?
Yeah, wait. I can see it now. How many minutes should the 14:10 train take to get from London Marylebone to Birmingham Moor Street? Use the train timetable shown below and choose the correct option.
Yeah. So let me just highlight this for you. So again, 2:10 from London Marylebone to Birmingham Moor Street. You need to find the elapsed time between the 2 times.
Okay, so to get from 14:10 to 3 o'clock, that'd be 50 minutes. And then to get from 3 o'clock to 3:56, that'd be 56 minutes. If you add that together, that's 106 minutes, so that'd be T.
Good. Well done. 106 minutes it is. Thank you, Fatma. And the last question of the night. Who would want to be courageous to do this last question? Give it your best shot. Doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. Anybody want to volunteer? Just stick up your hand within the one of the buttons that you have. Must be somebody. Come on, guys and girls. Okay, Ibrahim has raised his hand. Well done, Ibrahim. You're very brave. Good lad. Go ahead and read the question first, Ibrahim.
Millie goes from Banbury to Birmingham Moor Street on the train. Millie takes 16 minutes from her house to the train station in Banbury. She takes 20 minutes to get from Birmingham Moor Street Station to a meeting. Millie needs to get to the meeting by 5 p.m. Millie leaves her home at 3:15 p.m. Does Millie get to her meeting by 5 p.m.? Choose the correct option.
Okay, so this one, you want to see the timetable?
Yeah.
So from Banbury to Birmingham Moor Street Station on the train. So let's just highlight this. So remember these trains, this is the real timetable, by the way. Well, it's not real timetable, but it's the stations that you see in between. From London to Birmingham, these are some of the stations that come in between that you potentially could stop in. Would you like me to put the board up? Okay, you got those times down?
Oh.
Have a look at those on top. So she takes 16 minutes from her house to the train station in Banbury. And she takes 20 minutes to get from Birmingham Moor Street Station to a meeting. Millie leaves her home at 3:15. So should we do this together, Amy? So she leaves her home at 3:15, right? 3:15 p.m. So let's work from the beginning. So from here.
Okay,
so she leaves. Yeah, go ahead.
3:15 plus 16 minutes is going to get you to 3:31 p.m. Well, yeah. And then 20 minutes to get from. So then by that time, the next train she can get is going to be the 3:41 train.
Yeah. Okay, let's just highlight that. Yeah, so 3:41 train now. Yeah.
And then by the time she gets to Birmingham, it's 4:32. So 20 minutes that she needs to take to walk to a meeting would make it 4:52. And she needs to get to there by what time, sorry?
5 p.m.
Then that means she can make it.
Yes, she arrives at 4:52 because she needs to get there for 5 p.m. She arrives there at 4:52, which means she actually makes it dead bang on time. So, good. Well done. Okay, that was elapsed timing for you. Pretty straightforward. Just don't work it out always like a simple subtraction or addition because it's likely you can make a mistake. Do it exactly like we did. So 2 options. Firstly, you can do it as a timeline, as the description that I put up in the whiteboard, or you can work it out like we were just working out, all of us together, from one time to another, and you're accumulating the times as you go along. All right, that's probably the best way to actually work them out together as well. Okay, so for next lesson, we're going to be looking at an assessment. It's on English. It's on a lady called Maya Angelou, which I'll send out to you. Just read the small extract on her, and then you've got some questions to answer. She's a historical figure, a real-life historical figure in the past in America, which is quite interesting, actually. So you'll probably get some new knowledge, but at the same time, we'll do some English language skills and comprehension skills there as well to keep you going. Okay, I just want to speak to a couple of people before I go. I've got, 3 people. Got Bogo. I'd like to speak to Danielle and also to Dan, please. All right. A few of you actually finished your homework a little bit late today. All right. So just make sure, please, it's done on time in the future. Okay. So I have time to actually mark it and go through it as well. Rachel, just make sure you're using the correct username and password, which Mum's given you. Please, if you don't mind. All right. And anybody else want to chat, just stick around. All right. So I've got Daniel, Dan, and Bogo, please.